Today, President-elect Trump now speaking out in his first television interview since winning the election. He sat down on Friday with Meet the Press moderator Kristen Welker to discuss his embattled Defense Secretary pick, Pete Hegseth, of course, along with many other topics. Trump brought up Hegseth's chances at the top of the interview, and later Kristen followed up about his prospects for being confirmed.
It looks like Pete is doing well now. I mean, people were a little bit concerned. He's a young guy with a tremendous track record, actually. He went to Princeton and went to Harvard. He was a good student at both, but he loves the military, and I think people are starting to see it. So we'll be working on his nomination along with a lot of others.
Since you bring him up, do you still have confidence in Pete Hegseth?
Yes, I do. I really do. He's a very smart guy. I've known him through Fox, but I've known him for a long time. And he's basically a military guy. I mean, every time I talk to him, all he wants to talk about is the military. He's a military guy.
Have you gotten assurances from senators that he's going to be confirmed? Do you think he can make it?
No. I think he will, yeah. I've had a lot of senators call me up saying he's fantastic.
You don't drink yourself.
No.
You've talked about how devastating drinking can be.
Yeah.
How concerned are you that the person who you picked for this top job at the Defense Department, at least according to those who've worked with him, has struggled with drinking?
But I've spoken to people that know him very well, and they say he does not have a drinking problem.
Okay.
Part of Kristen Welker's interview with President-elect Donald Trump, and she joins us this morning in studio. It's nice to see you back in your own stomping grounds weekend today.
It's great to see both of you. Good morning.
Let's ask you about this conversation for a second. NBC's reporting right now is at least 6 Republican senators have serious reservations about this pick. He can only afford to lose 3 if all the Democrats oppose Hegseth. Earlier this week, we were talking about Ron DeSantis' name was floated, the Florida governor, perhaps as a replacement pick here. Now Trump leaning back in on this. How confident is he and how invested is he in Hegseth as his defense pick?
I was struck, Peter and Laura, the fact that he does seem invested in trying to stand by him. Remember, Matt Gaetz dropped out under fire, his pick for attorney general. And so it is clear he wants to stand by him. He feels like Pete Hegseth is a fighter, and so he wants to fight for him. What was also notable, I thought, was when I asked if he'd gotten any assurances from senators, he said no, he hasn't. And I think that was really key there. The fact that they just don't know how this unfolds, the fact that a lot of senators, including Senator Joni Ernst, a combat veteran herself, still have some real questions. Ernst is going to be meeting with Hegseth this coming week, guys.
Well, that'll be an important one. You covered a lot of ground. Beyond Pete Hegseth, what stood out to you?
This was an interview that lasted nearly an hour and a half. So this was a wide-ranging interview, and we discussed a range of topics, including his priorities for his first 100 days on the economy, tariffs, the border, of course, as well as health care, foreign policy entanglements from Ukraine to the Middle East. He also confirmed NBC's reporting that he is planning to sign a flurry of executive orders, you guys, on his very first day in office. I asked him if that could potentially face some legal action. That's what you would expect with executive actions. We've seen that, of course, in past administrations. He acknowledged, of course, that's a possibility. But he really lays out his vision, not just for the first 100 days, but for his next 4 years.
And previews his remarks for his inaugural address as well, which will be interesting to hear.
He did,
too.
yes, and we'll have it all coming up on Sunday,
Kristen, nice
guys.
to see you.
Thank you.
It's
Great
nice
to be here.
Of course, you can see all of Kristen's exclusive interview with President-elect Donald Trump tomorrow morning on Meet the Press.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.